And in that season when they need it, it needs to be present. So I'm going to give this to you, even though you're not going to say thank you, even though you're not going to know how to appreciate it, because it's necessary. So for me to heal, I had to find those lessons in those things that probably weren't comfortable.
You know what I'm gonna say? What I used to hear growing up, I'm gonna give you something to chew on.
Yeah.
Because I can't digest it. I can't, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna give you something to chew on. And it was like, what that mean? It was like, okay, now I see, because now I'm at the point where I'm digesting it. You know what I'm saying? Then I was just it was something for me to think about. But yeah, that was the saying. Give you something to chew on.
That's power, man. That's actually, I really don't have to come back because I liked all of them. But for me, I believe all answers were correct, all of them. But what really stuck out to me is number one, is doing more for me than it's doing for them.
Yeah.
Because it's like getting a plate of food. The way our parents have taught us, or the way our cousins, our big cousins, whoever it is, they had to step in and raise us. If we had a missing father in the house or a missing mother in the house, other people kept in and stepped in. My father wasn't staying at the house, so my cousin was. My cousin Harold was, man, and he was like a father to me. My dad always came visit me, see me or pick me up, but Harold played a major role in growing me up.
Yeah.
And as Harold was growing me up, we was just talking about it while we was eating Sunday. He was teaching me discipline and respect, but he was doing it in an aggressive way. So we could be walking down the street, man, and I could just look at an adult. I could look at somebody grown, and then a whole bunch of heat come from the back of my head. That's disrespectful. You don't stand no grown-ups. You don't do this. And then he started instilling in me. But I have a lot of respect. I have always had a lot of respect when I see my elders or anything like that, man. I've always been a door opener, always been that type. But me being raised a certain way, I brung that food to my own house. I put that on my own plate. So when we taking and picking, we putting food on our plate. And the more food we putting on our plate, the problem is we're not taking the bad stuff off of the plate. We leaving it on with the good stuff. And it's what's causing all the other situations to come about. So, man, we have to understand that, man, I need to look at my plate before I start eating it to see, hey, man, is this really what I'm supposed to be doing? And the more I start seeing that, hey, bro, you don't eat potato salad. Keep that off next time. Then I know that I need to treat my daughter a different way. I need to treat my sons a different way. My sons, is no KT in my house but me. My sons have never seen that lifestyle. So I shouldn't be talking to them as though that they come from where I come from. They have not even walked in them shoes, but I'm still trying to give them the same discipline and the same food that I used to eat off of, but that food don't work for them. I gotta pick their food and what works best for them. And man, that's what I'm learning in this season.
I like that. I kid you not. I know that wasn't intended to be a soundbite, but that's a soundbite all in itself, because it's so many people who don't understand that some of what you got was because of where you grew up. And you're not raising you. Because if you really did your job, the things that you're trying to protect them from by teaching them that, you already protected them from that when you raised them the way you raised them. I like that, bro.
Or you
That was
pulled
a
them
good
out of
one.
that situation.
That was a good one.
Pull your mic up.
That was a good one. Go ahead, Sharon.
There you go.
That's good. That's good. I had a thought that came from the question that you asked. The first choice was, what was it? It frees us more.
It frees us more than it frees them.
Okay. So I had this whole download that came in my mind when I heard that. And that's true, because walking in forgiveness is obedience. And God is going to free you when you're moving in obedience, period. No matter what it is. But sometimes we don't realize how freeing it is for the other person. And I have a personal example. If I can just be a little transparent.
No, go ahead.
The Lord's really dealing with me a few years ago, in the beginning of some transition. He was really breaking me, all the way down. And so he told me to go to my ex-husband and apologize to him. And because I'm just like, Lord, what I need to do? Okay, Lord, I'm just all in God's face. Okay, I do it. Let's go. What you want me to do? He said, go apologize to him. And I was like, okay, for what? And it wasn't like I didn't think he deserved it,
Yeah.
but I was trying to be so specific.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, for what exactly? I don't want to miss it. And so he's just like, you already know. I didn't know in the moment. But once I went to him and said, okay, I need to apologize to you, then it came. And he told me, I forgave you a long time ago. And he gave me a hug.
Yeah.
I did not know that I needed to know that he forgave me until he said it.
Yeah.
And that freed me.
Yeah.
Hearing him say that to me, that I didn't know that I was even bound up in any kind of emotional way until he said it. So I said all that to say, yes, it frees us, but sometimes the person, when you just go to them and say, hey, you know what, I forgive you, we're good, sometimes it releases something on them that they don't even know is holding them, kind of captive,
Hostage.
wondering, but where do we stand?
Yep.
I apologize, but you never said anything. So it frees both of us. It's going to free the forgiver automatically, but it can also free the one that's hearing it.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you the part that would have been out of those three. I mean, all of them, they're definitely all of the above. But my biggest one would probably be C, when it says it protects your future from your past. What I don't want to do is bleed on my tomorrow from the wound of yesterday. Because you keep asking, I find myself asking God to give me something new, to refresh me, to revive me, right? But I can't go into a revive season still bleeding from the casualties of life, right? Just the day-to-day casualties of life that happened before said situation. Whether that be my marriage, whether that be as a father to my children, but still wrestling with my own childhood, right? Like trying to we are, healing is a process.
That part.
It doesn't happen overnight. It's a process. But what you want to make sure you're not doing, though, is that God is giving you a new season and you're contaminating the season God has given you with the wound that God has already declared you healed from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let me tell you something. I can't speak for everybody, but I think for sure the four of us sitting on this seat, I can say family is tricky business.
Yeah.
It just is. Family is tricky business because you want to make something complicated. Start adding in multiple personalities, multiple experiences, multiple processes. It doesn't even have to be family. Just look at businesses. Businesses, multiple people, multiple processes. It gets messy, right? And so family is messy business. But what I don't want to do is God has declared that my family will be healed and it will be whole, and that God says that I'm a catalyst for the wholeness of it. And then every time I'm put in a position to represent and to declare the wholeness that God has already declared over me, right? The wholeness that God has already declared over me, and before you know it, I am rehashing wounds. I'm bleeding all over people, and they like, man, we just was trying to have a good time and eat dinner. And you talking about the last Thanksgiving and this,
where everybody fell out.
Yeah, we trying to get a do-over, and you bringing up old business,
something back up.
Yeah, and so sometimes the truth is the reason that the situation ain't healed is because I ain't healed.
Yeah.
Right? Because while I don't want to be accountable for healing my family, when God has declared it your assignment, you are accountable, right? If God ain't assigned it to you, if God ain't said, Brian, you're going to be the catalyst for growth, change, deliverance for your family, if he hasn't spoken that over me, then I could see how you could get it lost in the sauce, right? But if God has already declared said thing, right, I'm obligated to it now because I'm assigned to it.